Well, let's get that thing started right there. What's good, world? It's your boy Mastermind Man, and this is the September 2021 weekday drop, folks. Listen, man, I want you to do me a favor right now and go check out the previous episode of the podcast, because y'all know I just be bouncing around in here doing this, doing that, talking about this, talking about that. Last episode, talking about a lot, but we're going to pick up exactly where I left off at, talking about gamecom. Before we begin that, be sure to follow me at YouTube, Mastermind RGTV. That's where we at right here. And the Anchor podcast everywhere, Real Gamer. Put that in all platforms. Follow me on IG, TikTok, Twitter, Master23Mind, and the gaming page on IG, Mastermind RGTV. Listen, folks, big month. Yo, we got the PlayStation show that's about to happen in September. That's going to be pretty dope. Like, I'm excited to see, because they're talking about showing games for this holiday season and for next year. We may see some God of War, folks. We may see some Gran Turismo. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two games I'm like, okay, this PlayStation show, if they're talking about showing something for this holiday and next year, God of War, Gran Turismo. Probably Gran Turismo, because the new car game is on Xbox, looking amazing right now. And we all know PlayStation, they don't play about graphics. So I know they're on the sideline like, yo, this game looks real good, but we got something looking better than that. And that's Gran Turismo. So I'm expecting Gran Turismo and God of War. That's my first two off the top of my dome, like, Gran Turismo, God of War. Hopefully we see one of those two. The big controversy that's going on right now is the Horizon Zero, the Horizon Zero Dawn, the second part of it, the summer. I always forget the name of that game. But listen, man, this whole big controversy around this thing about if you buy the PS4 version of the game, you can't upgrade to the PS5 version. Now, in a lot of the PlayStation blogs, and we've seen it on the PlayStation blogs, everyone's talking about it on Twitter, just the whole thing about some of the people at PlayStation even agreed with. They're for the players. Some people are arguing like, this is what y'all need to be fussing at PlayStation about. Man, listen, all the roo-rah. I really think this is probably just a troll right now, or probably just, it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure. So when I seen it, I was like, it's Sony, man. They're going to pull something like that. But then again, if so many people speak about it and so many people are harp on about it, they're going to make it a free upgradable version for PS5. I'm pretty sure. And if they don't, I'm not going to say it's going to hurt Sony as a company, but it is something that can actually come back and kind of bite them in the ass. Because y'all know I've been on PlayStation ass a long time about the whole PlayStation Now services. I got a lot of those games on disc. I'm not finna pay for the services when, you know what I'm saying, I got the PS5 disc version or whatnot. Put your disc in, you play. If I got a PS3 game or whatever on disc that y'all want me to pay for on PlayStation Now, you should let me do that at free of charge. So Xbox Game Pass is definitely a winner on their end. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like PlayStation needs something like that. And so for something like this, for like, you're not going to give us the free upgrade for the PS5 version, and we got a copy of it on PS4, that's going to come back to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Not so bad, but it does kind of look bad on Sony. But I don't think they're going to do that. And I just feel like, it's a bunch of controversy going on around that game, but they gonna make it. Then this is one of the biggest PlayStation games. This is one of their top AAA titles that they got releasing for 2022. So this is a big game. So I doubt if they, do something like that. But then again, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But another thing is like, if they take the approach to where they make up some excuse, be like, well, we can't make an upgradable version for it, or we won't let you cross-play it over like that, it's because we got special stuff happening for the PS4 version, and we got special stuff happening for the PS5 version. You still should let people upgrade for free. But that's just my thing on it. Moving on, man. We seen picking up talking about gamescom, what I was talking about previous episode. We seen Dead Space. the whole Dead Space remaster thing, like, it's looking real good, man. It's looking real good. And we even got Crysis, the trilogy remaster coming out, you know what I'm saying, for the PS5. So that's looking pretty decent. You know, we seen gameplay of the Saints Row reboot looking real good, you know what I'm saying. One game I was really hyped up about was the Marvel game. I got it on the board right here. What was the name? I took it off, man, because I was mad about it. The Marvel game. Let me hunt down the name, yo. Like the new Marvel game that I really feel like they dropped the ball on, because this should have been like the old Marvel game. This is a Midnight Suns. Listen, man, I was hype about this game, yo. I was hype. And the thing where they dropped the ball at about this game is the fact that, yo, man, I feel like if y'all would have made this like the other Marvel game, a little bit open world for us to kind of, you know what I'm saying, run around and do some things or whatever, you know what I'm saying, versus y'all got the game as like a card-based technical, technical. Like, it's like, what? When I seen the gameplay, I was like, what? No, I can't freely move my character around. No. Now I don't want the game. I don't want it. So it's good to watch these, cause see, they trick you every time with these cinematic trailers and stuff, man. Yo, the trailer is phenomenal. Seeing the trailer, I was like, oh man, we got Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? We got like, yo, it's gonna be dope. We get to move my character, right? You get to create a character. They even got some new, you know what I'm saying, a new superhero that they teamed up with Marvel to make only in this universe. Ah, man, it's gonna be dope. So I was pumped about it. And then looking at the old Marvel game that Square Enix made, and they got the whole the Black Panther, the Black Panther Wakanda version or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's dope. Freely get to move around your character and everything. Now I'm not saying I'm not a big fan of like card based type strategy type RPG games, because Final Fantasy, you know, it's kind of like that back in the day, but now it's more free roam. But you know, so I'm not saying I'm not a fan of that type of thing, but when you see the trailer of the Marvel Midnight Suns, it's like, you know, yo, this is gonna be a game that we'll freely be able to move around, and it's not. So you let me down, EA. You know what I'm saying? Not EA, 2K. Like, come on, man. I was hoping that y'all was gonna really, like, this was gonna be a Marvel game. Because when I first seen the trailer, I was like, yo, is this an add-on with the Black Panther add-on? It's not. It's a brand new, completely Marvel game, but it's nothing like the other Marvel games. So, you know, but that's why it's good to watch a lot of these shows. You know what I'm saying? About, you know, them going into depth into the game, because if you don't and you just see the trailer and you go to the store and buy it and you play it, it's like, what? This is not what I purchased. It's one of those. So we seen that. We seen more Far Cry 6. The Far Cry 6, you know what I'm saying? We seen more gameplay of that. Now, thoughts on that real fast. Looks really good. Now, I still got a problem with first person. Now, previous episodes of the podcast before, I spoke about that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, you know, I got a big ordeal about the whole first person point of view with some games. And, you know, sometimes when you're playing these games, the graphics, like when you're, I don't know, man, I probably need to rewatch it in a better graphic options or something. And the dude was laying down and like, he was like crouching and walking through some grass. And I was like, the grass look boo-boo. It's running on what? Xbox? What? PlayStation? Like, the grass look boo-boo. Like, no, bro. Man. Hey, it's not out yet. So, not going to judge it too hard. But the first person point of view, I'm like, oh, man, I really wish this game was in third person point of view. You know what I'm saying? But it still look fun. Don't get it twisted. Far Cry 6 still looks pretty fun. I love the weapons that they got on there. So, that's one thing. It was like, okay, Far Cry 6, I'm going to keep my eye on you, but I still got to get over my whole little thing about I don't like all first person shooter games. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like some games need to give you if games was to give you the best of both worlds, it'd be really, really dope. But I know why they do a lot of the first person point of view because of VR and for, you know what I'm saying, you get to see the graphics or whatnot a little bit better first person because you feel like you're more immersed and you're in the game itself. So, you know, I understand the first person point of view a lot of times, but it's just some games I still got a problem with it. But Far Cry 6 looks amazing. You know what I'm saying? Look pretty fun. First person, third person, whatever. It still looks pretty fun. So I can see that game, you know what I'm saying, probably improve the graphics. Because I'm not gonna lie, like I said, when he was in the grass, it was like, what? The grass looked fake. You know, so but I can see Far Cry 6 doing something really cool, especially with the different DLC packs they probably got coming out for it. And I can see it being played in VR, especially if, going back to the PlayStation Showcase, especially if PlayStation, this next PlayStation VR be so dope that first-person shooter games, you'll be able to play, or just not even first-person shooters, but just first-person games, point of view games, is like, yo, these will look real good in VR. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, folks, don't forget, PlayStation got a new VR coming out. So if we see a glimpse of something like a Far Cry 6 demoing on the new PlayStation VR, I think that'll be a great sale for Sony to kind of put together. What I'm saying is, they need to put a game like Far Cry 6 or something that we all are already excited about and put it into the VR world while introducing a new PlayStation VR headset. You know what I'm saying? Don't just give us, you know, the typical these are games that's on VR type deal. Give us a game we're already excited about. A game that we already kind of like, yo, this wouldn't be bad in VR, but we don't really know how you're going to pull it off, but you managed to pull it off. I guarantee you, first showcasing the PlayStation VR in some heavy hitter games that we're already familiar with, I guarantee you it's going to make people want to buy the VR right then, right there. And be like, yo, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to do a great job at, you know, premiering it out or whatever and, you know, promoting it and all that. But think about it. If you see a trailer and it say PlayStation 5 VR and they show you a game like Far Cry 6, the new Hitman, you know what I'm saying, enhanced version for PS5 VR, you know what I'm saying, because Hitman had a little, it look a little funny on VR and PS4, but you follow me where I'm going. I wish the people here on the podcast Anchor can see what you are looking at now on YouTube. If you can follow me where I'm going, to where like, yo, if you really think about it, they got a chance to like really do something with this VR. VR tech is already getting to a point to where it's like, yo, this should look real good. VR already look good on PS4. And the power in the PS5, I'm already like, yo, this be dope. So reintroducing games like Hitman. Hitman was okay on PS4 VR. I played it. It was okay. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be because it's still a little bit off, you know what I'm saying? But these things I feel like is going to be corrected on the PS5 VR, especially when they introduce the whole PlayStation Home thing. That's a whole nother topic and podcast to even discuss. So we get a trailer of PlayStation Home, a game similar to like Hitman or a Far Cry 6 on VR. That's it. It's sold. That's it, right? It's sold. It's sold. And then give us a whole, hey, this is cross-platformable to where people that's playing in PS4 VR can play PlayStation Home or whatever with the PS5 VR people. And then when you get into creating communities with the whole PS5, like the whole VR and the PlayStation Home, creating a whole community and all that, like it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be something that's gonna be like, okay, that's great, because that gives PlayStation again, going into a podcast, I said years ago, I was like, they're going to have something that's going to set these two apart. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like something with the PlayStation Home and the whole VR thing is going to set the PlayStation 5 apart. Well, what are you getting? Both of these guys got good graphics or whatnot. Why would you go with an Xbox over a PlayStation or a PlayStation over an Xbox? VR and PlayStation Home and other AAA titles for PlayStation. Plus PlayStation Now, that's when you get to going down. They can do this, they can do this. Xbox can't. Xbox Game Pass and you know what I'm saying, probably better community and other stuff. I don't know the other big perks that Xbox has, but I just know Game Pass. Now, you feel what I'm saying? Setting them apart. And if PlayStation take this whole turn that I'm thinking this is what they can do for VR, perfect. Moving on, man. Speaking of Hitman, we got Hitman 2 for PlayStation Plus this month. Trust me, get it. Very dope game. I'm a big fan of Hitman. Follow me on TikTok, Mouse239. I do some Hitman videos and they're hilarious. So listen, that's I'm kind of mad now because I purchased the game and I'm like, oh, to get that for free this month. But it's a great game. And the showcase is gonna be September the 9th. So yeah, by the time you hear this podcast, it'll be like coming up. But yes, that's something you don't want to miss. I'm hoping that they show some exciting games, and just give us a glimpse of God of War. Give us a glimpse of Gran Turismo. There's those two games. There's other games too, but right now I just want to see those two games. And I'm like, oh man, God of War. Oh man, because I say that because they're dropping these updates out for a lot of these games, the 60 frames per second and all that stuff, and it's like, oh man, imagine seeing the next version of this game built from the ground up for the PS5. Like the Horizon Zero Dawn, we got the 60 frames per second update. Looks good, make you want to replay the game. Great. You got the Death Stranded. You got the other the Ninja game. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. You got the Ninja game that's re-released for the PS5. Great. You feel what I'm saying? You got God of War, 60 frames per second. Great. Now, new version of Horizon and a new version of God of War built from the ground up for the PS5. It's going to look amazing. You know what I'm saying? So, if we can get a glimpse of God of War at this PlayStation Showcase, that'll set the emojis, the chat room on fire if PlayStation show a new God of War. This Sonic's Colors Ultimate, that looks really good. I'm a big fan of Sonic, you know what I'm saying? And with this particular Sonic, they took it to where it's like, it still got the old school feel to it, but it also got that Sonic Adventure feel to it. So I like when they do that. So pretty dope. They showed that. 2K22 dropping. And listen, I'm not even a big sports guy in gaming. You feel what I'm saying? But every 2K trailer looks really good. I got maybe two 2Ks, 2 or 3 of them, but every 2K trailer makes you like, you know what? I don't even play basketball games. Let me buy that. Like the 2K22 trailer is amazing, and the graphics look mind blowing. Like, oh, that shit look real. Like it looks good. So, 2K22 is gonna definitely dominate the market. Y'all already know, but their trailer, they always do a great job at with any 2K. Every 2K trailer I've always seen always look really good. So that's gonna be pretty dope. We got DC Fandom in October. What is that date? 16th. Shout out to my boy Angry 80s. We had a conversation about DC and a bunch of other DC topics and whatnot. Be sure to check out that podcast. Pretty dope. But we're gonna have to have a follow up because DC Fandom is happening on October 16th, and yeah, we may see some stuff. We may see something like, oh snap. Now we're getting somewhere, DC. So big shout out to DC for that. Let me see. We got Windows 11 coming October the 5th. Now, with this whole Windows 11 update that's dropping, upgrade, because they're moving away from the whole Windows 10. It's always, of course, it's going to still be around, but Windows 11 is, they say, they're focusing, a lot for games. You know what I'm saying? So with the whole Xbox Game Pass and the PC gaming and all that, this Windows 11 is going to really optimize the operating system to perform and ride better for gamers. So pretty down for that. What's up? I spoke about Far Cry 6, pretty dope. I spoke about the Crisis remaster, pretty dope. They showed the Saints Row reboot, pretty dope. Some more stuff I wanted to speak about. I mean, shooting with it, you know. Yeah, that's what it was. The HBO Last of Us TV show is done wrapping up. So listen, I'm pretty pumped for that because we got Resident Evil, the movie, is being redone and revamped, and they're taking the game approach with it, which is pretty exciting. They showed that couple glimpses of pictures or whatever when they're in the Raccoon City mansion and all that. And we got Last of Us for HBO. Yo, it's pretty good because, again, we're living in an age to where these games, TV shows, and movies, they're doing pretty good. Witchers on Netflix, pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So to see Last of Us and to see Resident Evil still striving, yo, I'm all for that, man. I can't wait to see it. Let's see, man. It's a lot. It's not too much. It's a lot, but it's not too many things I'm like really, really excited for. On PlayStation end, I say, but for other stuff, yes. I spoke about that on the last episode. Be sure to follow me on Twitter because it'd be a lot of stuff dropping on Twitter, and it'd be like, "Yo, are you serious? I got to do a podcast right now." But I'm like, I'll hold it for the next time. And, let me speak about this for a second. This new Call of Duty, yo. I'm not so hyped how it was the first time, but I'm still not going to knock it. I think I spoke about this already, but I'm not going to knock it because of the zombies. The zombies are going to be picking up right from the Cold War into the new Call of Duty. And they got the new season reload coming. So we're getting some new zombies content coming for Call of Duty Cold War. And by the time you hear this podcast, it'll probably be dropping. So I'm like, yo, if this is like the last season, because I think this is like the last season for Cold War Call of Duty. And if this is the last zombie content that we're going to see roll out, we're not going to see any more until the new Call of Duty. So I say that to say, hey, don't knock the new Call of Duty just yet, because what we seen was just multiplayer. I really wish they would do like a zombies alpha beta, like an alpha or a beta demo or whatever, and a campaign demo, the same way how they show mad love for Warzone and multiplayer. They would show mad love for story mode and zombie mode. Because I feel like if they was to do that, it would really, really help out sales for the game. Because this multiplayer for this zombies, it wasn't what I thought it was. But again, that's just one game mode. Then they added another one to where it's like 3 versus 3 or whatever. And it was like, But it's the alpha version, can't judge too much. But I still feel like, yo, I'm not so much excited how it was before. But I guarantee you, if they was to do by this one picking up from the last zombies on Cold War, give us like a demo of it, man. Show us some gameplay of the zombies other than just multiplayer and Warzone. So that's something I feel like they definitely need to work on. I want to speak about this too. The Apple's VR. So Apple may be coming out with the whole VR, and it may have like an 8K display and all that. Sources are from IGN. Targeted price around $3,000. Listen, that doesn't shock me at all. Neither is the price. Apple is very expensive, and you know what I'm saying, they can definitely come out with something like VR or whatnot. And mixed reality is still a thing that's like the best of both worlds. AR is one of the things that's like over. So you got AR that's over here, you got mixed reality that's right here, and you got VR that's just over here. So I'm all down for all three of them. Mixed reality, VR, and AR. I'm for all three of them. And Microsoft already kind of got the head on AR. And if Apple goes the VR way, which I think Apple need to kind of do the, you know what I'm saying, the middle way, and not just the VR way, which they probably will, I think we're going to be in for a treat. And plus, you know, you got Apple Arcade games that I can see them integrating their VR tech, you know what I'm saying, with the whole Apple Arcade, which again, that's going to be something that's pretty phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And I can see them probably switching it up and throwing some new Nintendo, make a deal with Nintendo and say, hey, can we make a new Mario? Can y'all bring another Mario game over here for our Apple VR? Pretty dope, because Nintendo dropped the ball with this whole Switch Pro crap. We're not even going. That's a whole nother 28 minutes for the podcast of me ratting on Nintendo. Maybe on another episode, but that's a whole nother thing. Speaking of Nintendo, new reports claim that Game Boy Color and Game Boy titles will be heading to Nintendo Switch. Now, what'll be really dope, Nintendo, I'm only going to talk about you for a little bit. What'll be really dope is if the same way how PlayStation and Xbox give out games for free, like monthly or whatnot. I think Nintendo actually already do this, but really like do this. Like work on your network, which they're probably, you know what I'm saying, they're already doing. But re-release some of these golden games that was on 64. I'm sitting here looking at my 007, my Pokemon Stadium right now. Really wish that I can play that on my Switch. Yo, y'all got the catalog, y'all got the history, y'all got the games, you got the characters. Go ahead and make your database accessible to the fans, to the gamers. Make this stuff for free to where, you know, like PlayStation or whatnot. Hey, for this month, you get Pokemon Stadium that used to be on 64, and you get to play this whole Pokemon Silver that used to be on Game Boy Color or whatnot. I can see them doing something like that. That'd be pretty dope. Nintendo, add that to your resume. Call your executives on the phone and tell them to give me a call. Let's talk, man. I can make y'all better. But moving on. Let's talk about Valhalla, man. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So, we got a new update coming out September the 7th and pretty much all the way into this whole year. Now, the big one I'm excited about is this whole, they got a little, you know how they have the tour through, they had the tour on Assassin's Creed Odyssey and on Assassin's Creed Egypt, where you can tour the game and kind of learn the history about stuff. So they got that for the Viking Age. Oh yeah, buddy, I'm definitely down for that. So can't wait for that free update that'll be coming out for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And I still got to get the season pass. So we'll talk about it a little bit later. But I'm all for the Assassin's Creed updates. Definitely. Yeah, most definitely. We still want to see rumors that we may be getting a new Metal Gear Solid. Now, real quick, I'm going to get ready to wrap this show up. We got Gran Turismo 7, Ghostwire, the new Final Fantasy, possibly a Metal Gear Solid, possibly a Silent Hill, possibly a new Spider-Man too. Can't forget about that one. I almost forgot about that one. It's some games dropping that PlayStation need to kind of speak about. Oh, you know what? What if we get something like Metal Gear Solid and a God of War? Metal Gear Solid to open up the place, God of War to shut it down, to like the ending out the show. Mic drop. That'd be really dope. Listen, my time is running out on Anchor. Anchor is trying to, usually Anchor cut us off for about 30 minutes. So we're going to get ready to wrap this up. Y'all be sure to follow me, man, on Twitter, Master23Mind, TikTok, Master23Mind, IG, Master23Mind, and the gaming page, Mastermind RGTV, and the YouTube page, Mastermind RGTV, and the podcast, Real Gamer. Real Gamer. Put that in on the Apple, Spotify, and Google, and everywhere else you listen to your podcast. That's where you can check me out at, man. I'm always here talking about games and giving you the latest updates on games and telling you what's free, what's a good game to go with, what's not a good game to go with. That game right there, you may want to hold off. I got something to tell you about it. So, you know, hey, check us out, man. We everywhere, man. And I appreciate everybody for the subscribes and everything else and all the likes and everything else. Hit the likes button over here, over there. I say that because I like you, and let's game on. See y'all later, man. We out of here. YouTube World, Anchor, we out. Game on, baby. We'll be back for more of the next episode of Real Gamer. Peace. That's how we're going to rock that thing, YouTube.